I'm Mary Miss, and I did a project at the Indianapolis Museum of Art that I hope you've all had a chance to see today called Flow, Can You See the River? It was a wonderful collaboration with many groups within the city based at the museum where you are this evening. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of background about my coming to the project. I really admired the river. I found that it was very bucolic, lovely, a wonderful place to be, but people didn't notice it. People weren't paying attention to it very much. It was almost like a hidden asset, and that hidden asset turned out to be very polluted. I ended up seeing the river in many different conditions in the years that I was going back and forth after an ice storm or in the fall or on a hot summer day floating down the river. But I really had this idea that I would be able to engage people with the history of the place, the ecology, the infrastructure, and that if people could come to understand the river more clearly, that they would relate to it in a different way. One of the professors at Butler University, Travis Ryan, came up with a phrase which I thought was so wonderful, and we used it as our tagline: all property is riverfront property, the river starts at your front door, trying to get people to realize that everything that you do in your home or business daily is affecting that river that is providing 70% of the drinking water. So that was kind of the key thing that we wanted to communicate to people. The vision for Flow came out of a framework that is called the City as Living Laboratory, Sustainability Made Tangible Through the Arts, and a colleague and I, Marta Kern, developed this a couple of years ago. But the Flow project was the first time we got to do something trying to see if this really works, and it's been an amazing experience. First of all, we thought of it as a catalyst, not an end in itself, and that's really proved to be true. There's a National Science Foundation grant that we're applying for with Tim Carter and John Fraser, an environmental psychologist who has helped us on another project I'm working on. So I've seen that this initiative that we started is continuing on with ROW, this organization called Reconnecting with Our Waterways that you all are probably familiar with. Also, it's really helped me in my own work as I go to a different kind of corridor, the corridor of Broadway. I've been able to see what works, how important it is to have multiple ways of accessing a project like this, whether it's standing on the site itself or having an app to use or calling up on the dial-up and listening to a message. Different people are approaching this different ways. But I'd say that the most important thing that I'm looking at is how we can get a community to change their relationship, to be able to understand these natural systems that are supporting our lives. I'm trying to do it in New York. I think I've got a good head start in Indianapolis. But it's been a pleasure to work on the project, and I look forward to continuing this initiative which we started. Thank you.